we've really built our engagement score around that sort of combination of signals that we want to see. And it will range from anything from like demos, they fill in a trial, but other engagement, basic things like they've been on the pricing page, they've been on other use case pages, they've been digging through stuff. We have also recently hooked in the likes of G2 review sites. If we can see people on there, I don't think anyone goes on to G2 for fun if they're not going to sort of click through. But again, it's like, then how do we match that in with our ICP? We don't want to just post everybody straight through and say, hey, these people have done these things, and it's a student. It's like, cool, they're probably not going to buy anything. So it's a combination of, I suppose, high intent signals, if you want to call it that, plus a good ICP match. And we'll use that to really in two ways. We'll sync some of that through to Slack, and sort of that will ping into various teams. Maybe split that out regionally, and we'll also use it on the marketing side to push back into sort of marketing channels. And we kind of have a in-market, out-of-market breakdown that we're at any given time, you'll be in one or the other. And depending on where you're at with those signals, you'll get different sort of flavors of advertising based upon that.
Cool. So you basically, it sounds like you're using the engagement score in Dreamdata to like as the threshold for when something is one or the other?
More as an indicator. So we'll advise and say, hey, look, when you see this getting to a certain threshold, all of the signals within the engagement score are fairly high intent. So the higher that is, the better. You'll have a bunch of people that are 0, and that's a question we get sometimes, like, hey, how have these ended up, like, because you'll see a record or a person or an account coming through and it's like 0%, and they're like, how? And we're like, look, they just haven't taken one of the steps that we sort of indicate as high intent yet, but they could be on our docs or they could be reading our blog. It's still a good thing, but they're probably not the right time to be reaching out to those folks.